Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Yes, we are here once again to give up this update quick, just a quick one for you guys. You are all welcome to this live broadcast. Please, if today is your first time of coming across our live video, please kindly like our page and follow. Help us also to subscribe. And if it's just the first day you are seeing us, we just come here to break this breaking news that the information reaching us now is that the federal government of Nigeria have accused malami, Emefiele, keffi. They have accused them of sponsoring this terrorist organization, which we all know in Nigeria, this Bako people. The federal government of Nigeria, they accuse them, say na them be their sponsor. That they mention the name of Malami, that is the former CBN governor to President Buhari. And Malami, which we all know as Malami, was one of the AGF in Buhari time, and some other tough military officer, which the federal government of Nigeria, they have accused them of sponsoring all this terror group. When all of us, when we know for our country, when we say that they disturb today. For us here now, we know say this terror, all these kind of things when we say they happen for our country, it don't tell when they happen. And we always they talk and say this kind of thing, not go just they happen, especially when government or people when they for top government officials, they not they involved. This thing, all those kind of wahala, not go fit they happen like that. If you don't be saying na government, na they sponsor them. When we they talk of say yes, na government, na they sponsor them. Government, it not just me say whether maybe na one person or na two person. Government, if we be say now there be group of people when it be say that they inside the organization, when they sponsor all those people, when be say that they disturb our country. So these people will be say that they cause wahala, so because as we know say, na Abacha, that is Sonny Abacha, the ex-Nigeria president. Now if first talk and say if all this kind of wahala when we they see now, because we not just want to make we mention their name, everybody know this kind of wahala when we they go through for our country. So if you go beyond some certain months or some certain days, you go know say yes, the government people they get hand inside. This now waiting the federal government of Nigeria, they accuse Emefiele, Malami, that is the ex Attorney General, Malami, and this military man, Keffi, as a Major General. Then they accuse them, not be saying that only them, some name they plenty when they measure, because this news now Sahara reporters now they just the bigger come out now say see what the government, see what the federal government of Nigeria, see the kind of people when they accuse say now them be the people when they sponsor all those Bako people, all those T people when they say that they do wahala for our country. They talk now the federal government of Nigeria now they talk all this one now say now those people now be the people when they sponsor them. But for we now, how we go to really know say now those people now be the people when they sponsor this kind of people now be waiting, we never just know. How the federal government, how they do this conclusion when they come to say yes, now these people now be the people when we say that they sponsor all these people. Because we know, for example, during the time when Baba Buhari, when he did for power, Emefiele now be the central bank governor by them, and Malami now be the AGF for inside people when we say that they inside AGF that time. Malami they for the government. There's some other important people when they still measure their name when they dey for government during Baba Buhari time. But that one not me say during Baba Buhari time, all these things when we say this it not happen. But how the federal government of Nigeria, how the country conclude now say na Malami and Emefiele and keffi and other military people when they measure, now say na then now they give them the finance now be people when we say that they give them money. They say that those people now be the people when they give them money. But no say as we dey talk now, they say because Emefiele na person will be say he work for bank. But if he dey work for bank, does it really mean say yes, he dey among the sponsor of the people will be say he dey sponsor them? Now be waiting, we don't really know, because na question now we dey ask for here. We go also go into the Sahara Reporter. May we go look, may we see what the Sahara Reporters talk about them, because at least this issue of these tea people, when it be said that they disturb our country, the issue don't take for granted. Not be saying that now. We want to really know how we go, how this thing, how it take start, and how it go take end now. Now be waiting with the want now, because our country don't go feel they continue, they suffer this kind of suffer when it be said that they buy our people every day. Because now fear not go let person come up for house. Fear not go let you now come up for house say you want go out, because that the fear of unknown now be waiting the first key person for life. Because all this kind of thing now waiting we don't know how it take come. Because now as the federal government of Nigeria that they accuse these people say now them be the sponsor of all this T group when we say that they terrorize people for our country and the Bako people. We want to really know if how the federal government, how they do their investigation, because not be saying that everything they're going to use, they play politics. I mean, they just they accuse them because of say during that Buhari time, they work for Buhari government. Now the federal government of Nigeria, they accuse them, or how come now be waiting, we not really know. So we need to know, because it's like it's surprising to us. We feel call and say that surprise, because we never really know how the federal government of Nigeria, how they take come to that conclusion. When they can say yes, now these people now be the people when they sponsor all these Bako people. So we don't know how come, how the federal government of Nigeria, how they arrive, say yes, now them. But where not be said that they write down for head, or if the federal government of Nigeria, if they accuse them, before the federal government of Nigeria, before they go say they want to accuse them, maybe they don't do their proper investigation, because they not go just come out for public like that. They accuse people of waiting they don't know anything about. And we all know say Emefiele na person when he be say he still get big case when he answer under this President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because every one of us, we know how waiting happen even before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu win election. When they say changing of naira, you know, say all these things now, call they say waiting they make President Bola Ahmed Tinubu the verse say why Emefiele, why he and the late president of Nigeria, like ex-president Muhammadu Buhari, why they go bring that suggestion come? Why go come be say during the time of election, then they come to say they want change naira. You know, say all those things now, they among waiting the verse President Bola Ahmed Tinubu till today till tomorrow. When it be say now, Emefiele now he still get case to answer for EFCC, because all these things now, I don't know how the federal government of Nigeria, how they take conclude say Emefiele and others. They among the people when it be said then they sponsor all these Bako and terrorists make I not talk and finish because of this app. So I beg if you just join us, help us put like for this video, and not be say it will cost you anything. Just always for you to press that button. Now just like it not go cost you anything. And today that be the first time when you see our video, make you follow us, make you like our page, and I just and I see the same thing now free. It not go cost you money, and just as all of us now as we did here now they jolly they talk, and now for just for us here just to be happy, because you know say at least for this our country today now everybody know how the situation of things be, and you not be say make all of us make we dey sad. Now waiting go they give each and every one of us joy, so that we go feel they go we go feel they go forward, because we not go feel go back, we not go feel go backward. Waiting go feel make us they get joy, so that every one of us we go they happy. Now be waiting with the talk. Just as the federal government of Nigeria now, as they accuse them, Emefiele now and others say now them be the people when they sponsor all those people. Then we want really know how the federal government, how they take come to the conclusion, where they foresee them, who give them the information. So we want really know. Even though say they not even tell us say who give them the information, but how they take know, because it can't be like say now say everything they use and they play politics, and no good say make it that they use everything they play politics. Before person want do anything, at least you go must get evidence, and because now because this news when we talk now make people not come to us say now we just the talker now we just the former the talker, because this news now person go fit see now for Sahara Reporter. Now Sahara Reporter now be person, now be the people when they bring this news out say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is not be say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They say the Nigerian government they don't accuse Malami and others about people when it be say then they sponsor all these people when it be say that they buy people. So at least as we do for here, we go read what we see for Sahara Reporter, and from there we go still look at people opinion about what people talk, what be their opinion of what they think of what they really happen for Nigeria. I beg, I just talked before, if you just come to see us for the first time, make you follow our page, give us a thumbs up for this video, and I beg now they beg now, because all of us now here we did for us just make we just pass out our time, we know the quarrel now at least now play everybody now we they play for here now. I be as we talk this news, so now not like we like her together now, and also help us to drop your comment now just for us to pass today, because you know every one of us we know say today now Friday now, because me now work I still day small time now everybody will go house go relax, because not say now inside my office here now I did, because here now my office now this kind of situations like me as I did here now I know the fear say whether maybe armed robber will come disturb me, or now so one person now so one agbero now so one human being will come say he want disturb me. This kind of thing you know they here, so now what thing that they want make it happen for our country. That is why they always they give now all these updates when we say it they happen for Nigeria, because every one of us we want make Nigeria work, we want make our country work, because there's nothing like country when they work. If our country they work today now, every one of us we go they happy, because now the happiness when now that happiness now be waiting all of us want. So we want make our country work. That is why we they always they give now the update when we say it they happen for our country, because what is Sahara Reporters talk according to the Sahara Reporters, they make we hear waiting Sahara Reporters what they talk about all waiting they accuse of what did they accuse these people they put. So he said the terror suspect alleged finance were linked to powerful Nigeria, including SAGF Malami, former army chief Major General Ali Keffi, retired. All this one now waiting with the see for inside Sahara Reporter. I thank you guys for joining. Thank you. Please kindly help us to drop your comment also if you are just joining us for the first time, because we are here to talk about Nigeria, because the breaking news we are just hearing right now is that the federal government of Nigeria is accusing allegedly the Mr. Malami and AGF and some others for sponsoring the terrorist group in Nigeria. So we don't really know. We cannot say that is the real fact or no, but it's an alleged. This is what we are just hearing from the Sahara Reporters. So we are here to give an update of what is going on. Please excuse me. I think I have a call now. Pronto. Ciao.
Allora, io ti dico di martedì. Abbiamo una C31146, Sinalunga, che è merce della Fontana, che va scaricato con la sponda 127, Viterbo della Carbone, no, del Biancoforno, scusami, Viterbo del Biancoforno. E loro ci sono dalle 7:30 alle 10, analisi del Biancoforno alle 11:30, documenti per le 11, Popoli alle 16, il giorno dopo hai Venezia, la Super Elite alle 6 e la Pacca di Fiano Romano alle 12:15. Ok?
Sì, per favore, quello lì della prima consegna mi lo manda a indirizzo della Sina Lunga.
Lo mando su WhatsApp.
Ok, va bene.
Vai.
Ciao.
Dove sei, Liberty?
Sono qui da sempre, non lo so, e ora si guarda, se mi chiama ora, non lo so, è la Grisignano, perché non lo so a che ora mi scarica.
Ma ti ha informati?
Sì, sono andato a 20 minuti fa, mi ha detto che io so ancora 10 camion avanti. Boh, non lo so.
Aggiorniamoci.
Ok, ciao.
Ciao.
Excuse me, guys. I was just on a call. Please excuse me. Pardon, beg your pardon. I'm sorry. Yes, according to what we talk, we still do on our talk for here about malami and a code that the federal government of Nigeria accusing malami and co. Thank you, my brother. Thank you to Mr. Gloria Osas. Thank you. You are highly welcome. Okay. You see, so now waiting with the talk now be that he said the federal government, I'm somehow a little bit confused. You know, sometimes it's just like it's just like that. It's a call that I cannot hesitate, so that's why I have to receive the call. I'm highly sorry and excuse, and I ask for pardon for every one of you to pardon me. It wasn't my fault. It's something that it was an urgent message and a call that I have to receive. So you see, so waiting with the talk for here now about how the federal government of Nigeria, how they accuse malami and other. Now, may we see how people they react to this allegation filed against those individual. I think we have to look for to just read how the reaction of the people. I said that Abacha already said it. He said that any insurgent that lasts more than 24 hours has a government link. You know, that was what the late Abacha said, that any insurgent that lasts more than 24 hours, which means the government must have a hand in it. And that was the reaction from that our brother. From there, he said, "What about Vice President Shetima?" Now, question I they ask so. So you need to ask some question. If you are talking about Vice President Shetima, so are you now saying that Vice President Shetima is among the people that is sponsoring them? So we don't know why you are asking. But if the federal government cannot provide such a person, then who am I to come and profile the person? So except the federal government will take a decision, and if they can profile him to say that it maybe it's among of those people who are sponsoring or financing them, and that is where only where we can now support. But since the federal government have not said anything of sort, so we cannot do. Please, I beg you, if you are just joining us, you can help us to like this page, and also help us to give us a thumbs up. And if today is your first time of seeing us, why not just give us that follow? It is just free. He said, in whose house was Kabiru Sokoto, the Christmas bomber, found? Who is the man today? That is the reason that our the former reaction we get there was talking about the vice president, that is Shetima. But because this questioner also referred to that question, the first reaction that we read, and I said that who is that man that they found Kabiru in his house? He said that force that removed former defense minister will do it for vice president. Well, I don't know if you want to remove the vice president. That is, you have to talk to President Buhari. I mean, Tinubu, if you want him to remove Shetima. Very, very possible, and even linked to former President Buhari as their spokesman. Where because they're waiting almost the same thing, and they talk for here. They talk say this thing now also linked to the late President Muhammadu Buhari. Ask me now, you know, say we Nigeria, we always they take some certain things for joke, because you know, sometimes when we are talking like this, there is time to when we are serious, there is time to serious, then also there is a time to joke. When we are talking of something like a national issue like this, because it's not everything that we have to take for a joke. Just like what happened yesterday, yesterday or day before yesterday or so, where when they were about to confirm the new Minister of Defense, when someone in the National Assembly just rise up and said that let him take a bow and go. So from there, I think we saw the reaction of the Senate President. So you know what the Senate President did at that moment. He did the right thing by saying that no, this man cannot just take a bow and go, because there's a lot of questions Nigeria need to ask, and there are so many things that Nigeria need to know from him, that it's not for him just to say, okay, take a bow and go just like that. It's not good. Meanwhile, every one of us, we know the kind of situation that Nigeria is going through. So this man have to say something, tell Nigeria what he can do, tell Nigeria what he's prepared to do, and you cannot just take a bow and leave just like that. So it's not done. So I think to me, I must commend the Senate President in that action he took the other day. He did the right thing. Although I am not one of his fans, but I think to me he did the right thing that day by not claiming to be the rubber stamp that Nigerians are saying that this House of this National Assembly are rubber stamp, by accepting that they are not rubber stamp in that moment. Maybe in other days they may accept that they are rubber stamp, but that moment, by accepting that they are not a rubber stamp. So I so much appreciate him in that moment. Yes, so now as we go, make we see the reaction when people they react after he go, the carry Bible about. That is what this one is saying here now, that we know that Emefiele, each time Emefiele is going to court for his case, we always see him with a big Bible. So that is what this one is Odile, this our brother is saying here. He said that Emefiele used to carry a very big Bible all the time, and well, maybe that is what is a belief, because everyone has his a belief. So he has the right to carry Bible or to do whatever he wants to take, if it is Bible or Quran, because he's so right, because no one can question him for that, because it's so personal and wish, and it's what he loved doing. He said this has been a suspicious all along. Ex-army chief, politicians, and recruits. Ha 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 ha. That is what this our brother is saying here. Samuel Becker. He said all these things they are saying, and we all know that it's not new, and definitely as we are talking, joke apart, the real fact is that all the old issue that we are having in Nigeria today, the politicians, they are all among them, because the politicians are the one who created this problem. They have all created this problem, but for them to deviate from it now is another problem. Since they have created it, they have used all this talk in terms of election, in terms of rigging election and others. Then for them now to tell those guys to stop is another problem. They cannot tell them to stop. So those are some of the problems we have. It's just like for you now to train it, you have already trained a dog how to bite. Then when the dog is hungry, he can bite anything because he's hungry, and you have already trained him on what to do when he's hungry. So this is the kind of life the Nigerian politicians, they have trained all those our brothers to be, because they are still our brother. We cannot say that they are not our brother. They are Nigerians. They are not foreigners. They are all still living with us. Despite that, sometimes we also hear that the Nigerian government have also recruited some of those boys into the Nigerian army. They will say that they are repentance, Boko Haram, they are repentance this, they are repentance that. They recruit them to the society again, and the kind of high profile or the kind of high security they are carrying. The Nigerian government, they will still recruit them to join us in the military or whatever. So those people now, they are highly at risk profile to us. So of course, we all know. Well, let's go on to see the people reaction. As we are saying, defense minister at work. Well, are we now saying that this is just the work of a defense minister that has just assumed I think a work or 2 or 3 days ago, where we don't really know if it is work, if it is the one that is profiling these people. So now I think he needs some accolade, because if it is him, because we cannot really say, according to what we are hearing now, he said the defense minister is at work. Are those Dudu in DSS coding already? Where we don't really know, we cannot say if they are in DSS custody. But the only person I can tell you today that maybe have a case with DSS is only Emefiele, who have a case with DSS. But for others, I cannot really say if they have a case with DFCC, because those are high-profile people in the society, and they are highly connected. And because it's anything like this, it's not maybe somebody like me and you who are ordinary people in the streets. So what do we know? What do I know? So all for here, we are just here to make our own statement. And as it concerns Nigeria, this is how we are to interfere. Please, I'm still here to say again, and if you are just joining us, please kindly like our page. And if today is your first time of seeing our video, please kindly follow our page. And it is just free. You don't have to pay anything. Please, just by doing us a favor, and it will cost you nothing. And for here, we are just doing this just to pass away our time. It costs us nothing, because Nigeria is ours. So you at least every one of us, we must speak. So you that say that you don't want to speak, maybe you are afraid to speak, or you don't know how to start. You must start from somewhere. Nigeria is ours. So all we need a better country. To me, I can say that maybe I don't want to talk. I feel all concerned, but at least I am not in Nigeria right now. But I have people who are living in Nigeria. Where I am today, at least someone can see me right now. I live comfortably. But how about my brothers and sisters who are not living comfortably at home today? So those are kind of the things I'm worried about them. So I want them to have the kind of life I'm living here. For me, thank God today, I have the kind of comfort in my life. But I also want this kind of comfort I have here. I also want my people at home to also have the same thing. So this is the reason every one of us must speak, so we don't need to keep quiet. Please kindly like our page, give us a thumbs up, and it costs you nothing. I said, and please let the case file be sent to a Omotosho to handle. Let's see how it will go. We all know who Omotosho is. Omotosho is a kind of lawyer that in any case in Nigeria usually handle it. And we know the last case he handled about Nnamdi Kanu. I said that Nnamdi Kanu must be sentenced to buy, but later on he now decided that every one of us have a second chance in life, so they have to consider and say, okay, instead of him to buy, they have to send him to life imprisonment. So we all know Omotosho has many instances, instant judges he have made in different occasions. People talk of him for good, and some people also talk of him for bad. In life, you cannot please everybody, especially the kind of job you are doing. And some people may like you, and some people may hate you. So that is how life is, and it depends on the kind of job you are doing, as I said before. So that kind of job that Omotosho is doing, LI is on him. So you have to be very, very careful. They don't remove APC member name. No worry. US get the original list. Because I said before, the list of people, the kind of people they profile here now, these are the type of people. I cannot say whether maybe they are APC or not APC, but those people they listed here, those are the people who work under the late President Muhammadu Buhari. Is it because Buhari is not alive, or they are threatening these people like this? Where we don't really know. We only left that to God to decide. I said now I can sit down, take my coffee, and watch a real event unfold. Well, every one of us, we are waiting to hear, to see the event that is going to be unfold. If Shetima and Ali Madu Sheriff name is not among, then the list is not complete. I don't know if you have any evidence against those names you have just mentioned. Please, if you have the wish, you can send the list to the EFCC or send the list to the presidency so that they can also help you to publish it out. I thought the finance we are ghost. We are till date, every one of us is surprising, and we are still asking who are the people sponsoring this Boko Haram or this terrorist group. Who are the people sponsoring them? So at least now, if the federal government have given us a name, but if this name are real, well, kudos to the detector or to those people who ask who have find them. At least we must give them kudos. But we all are praying that it should be real, and not maybe they should play politics with any human life. He said the question here is who are the former service chief. Please mention their name. Of course, they have to mention their name. It's not just by saying some service chief. So we want to know who are those service chief name. Nigeria wants to know their name. So you cannot just come on and write something against somebody, against an individual, maybe because of one reason or the other. So Nigeria wants to know their name. What is eating the girl? It is inside the bag of a Gary. Of course, because these things cannot be happen ordinarily. There must be somebody who is sponsoring them within the government. So that is exactly what is happening. He said that what Emefiele doing there. I've been at Tapo, but I don't really know. Well, I want to thank you all again for watching. Please, if today is your first time of coming across our video, please do us a favor by liking our page and also help us to subscribe. I just want to thank you all for staying with us up to this extent, and I believe that this is where we are going to be dropping this live broadcast. Thank you all for watching, and see you in our next video. Bye bye for now.